Did you know that one simple test, just standing on one leg, could hint at how long you'll live after 70? Or that your grip strength might quietly be revealing more about your future than your last doctor's visit? And what about the way you walk, sleep, or even handle stress? Could those everyday habits really predict your longevity? Hi, I'm Dr. Sarah Bennett. I've spent over 2 decades caring for older adults, and what I've learned is this: your body speaks long before serious illness ever appears. Sometimes it whispers through your balance. Other times, it's in your pace, your appetite, or the strength of your handshake. In today's video, we're going to walk through 7 powerful signs that reveal how well you're aging and how long you might continue to thrive. These aren't random guesses or internet myths. They're backed by real science, and more importantly, by real lives I've seen transformed patients who didn't wait for a crisis to take control of their future. You might be surprised by some of them. In fact, number 6 just might change the way you look at your day-to-day life. So take a breath, settle in, and let's explore the 7 signs of longevity after 70 together. 1. Your ability to stand on one leg. One of the most surprising signs of longevity after 70 is something so simple, most people don't even think twice about it: balance. Now, let me ask you, when was the last time you tried standing on one leg? Not as part of an exercise class or to tie your shoe, but just to see if you could hold your balance without grabbing onto a chair or the wall. Being able to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds might not seem like much, but research shows that this one small test is strongly linked to how long and how well you'll live in your later years. And as someone who has worked with older adults for over 20 years, I've seen this play out again and again. Let me tell you about Mr. Peterson. He came into my office at 74, still driving, still gardening, still sharp as ever. During a routine checkup, I asked him to stand on one foot. He lifted his leg, arms at his side, and held perfectly still for more than 15 seconds. No wobble, no support. I smiled, because I knew what that meant. His muscles were strong, his reflexes were sharp, and his brain-body connection was solid. Balance isn't just about staying upright. It's about how well your muscles, nerves, and brain are working together. When those systems are healthy, your body has resilience. You're less likely to fall, less likely to suffer a fracture, and far more likely to stay independent. But on the other hand, if you find yourself holding onto furniture more often or stumbling when you turn quickly, it's time to pay attention. These are not just signs of aging. They're signs that your systems are struggling to communicate. They might even be early signs of cognitive or neurological decline. Now, here's the good news. Balance is a skill. And like any skill, it can be improved no matter your age. I've seen patients in their 80s who couldn't stand on one foot for more than 2 seconds. After just a few weeks of daily practice, they were up to 10 seconds, then 15. It's not magic, it's mindful movement and consistency. Simple exercises like standing on one foot near a counter, walking heel to toe in a straight line, or practicing Tai Chi can all help you regain what you've lost. And as your balance improves, something else happens too. You start to move with more confidence. You feel safer in your body. You stop fearing the stairs or the slippery kitchen floor. That confidence is powerful because it means freedom. So tonight, after this video ends, I encourage you to try it. Stand tall, lift one foot a few inches off the ground, and hold. Time yourself. Can you make it to 10 seconds? If not, don't be discouraged. See it as a wake-up call. Your body is speaking to you gently before it shouts. This small test is one of the clearest signs of longevity after 70. Don't overlook it. Embrace it. Train it. Because the steadier you stand today, the longer and stronger your journey may be tomorrow. 2. Your grip strength. It might seem like a small thing, the strength of your handshake, or how easily you can open a jar of pickles. But research has shown that grip strength is one of the most powerful signs of longevity after 70. Why? Because your grip is more than just your hand. It reflects the condition of your entire muscular system. It gives us clues about your circulation, your nervous system, and how well your body is aging on the inside. I remember a patient named Helen. She was 76 and had always been independent. But one day, she told me she was struggling to twist off bottle caps and carry her groceries. At first, she thought it was just part of getting older. But after a simple grip strength test, we saw her numbers were much lower than expected. Weak grip strength can be an early sign of muscle loss. And muscle loss isn't just about feeling weak, it affects your balance, your metabolism, and even your heart. It raises the risk of falls, illness, and reduced independence. When your muscles fade, your resilience fades with them. Now, I know this can sound a little discouraging, but here's the hopeful part. Grip strength can be rebuilt, and it doesn't take fancy equipment or expensive memberships. Helen began squeezing a tennis ball while watching her favorite shows. She started lifting light grocery bags with intention holding them for longer, using both hands equally. Within a month, she could open jars again. She smiled when she shook my hand at her next visit and said, "Try me now." Her confidence had returned. Your hands are tools, but they're also signals. If you've noticed it's harder to turn doorknobs, hold on to the railing, or open tight containers, don't rush it off. These are small warnings, nudging you to pay attention. Try this simple test. Hold your arm out in front of you and squeeze your fist tightly for 5 seconds. Does it feel firm, controlled, or does it fatigue quickly? That feeling can tell you more than a blood pressure reading. Strong grip equals strong life. It means your muscles are working, your nerves are communicating, your blood is flowing, and that's exactly what we want as we age vitality that lasts. I often tell my patients, if you want to hold on to life, start by holding on to strength. Make it a daily habit. Squeeze a soft ball, use a light hand weight, carry your groceries one at a time instead of all at once. It's the little things that add up. Remember, your grip is not just about your hand. It's about your ability to stay independent, to button your shirt, to hold your grandchild, to take care of yourself with dignity. As we continue exploring these signs of longevity after 70, let's not underestimate the power in your palm. Because sometimes, the strength to live longer is already in your hands. 3. Your walking speed. Of all the signs of longevity after 70, walking speed might be one of the most overlooked, and yet, it's one of the most telling. Think about how you walk. Is your pace steady and strong, or have you noticed yourself slowing down, needing more time to cross a room or climb a few steps? That change, as subtle as it seems, can say a great deal about your overall health. Walking speed reflects the condition of your muscles, your heart, and even your brain. When you walk briskly and with ease, it means your cardiovascular system is delivering oxygen where it needs to go. Your legs are strong, your balance is steady, your mind is clear enough to guide each step. But when that pace starts to slow, it may be your body's quiet way of telling you something is off. I remember Mr. Harris, a kind 79-year-old man who came to see me after his daughter noticed he was walking more slowly than usual. "I'm not in pain," he said, "just moving slower." We ran a few basic tests. His heart was fine, his memory still sharp, but his legs had weakened, and his coordination wasn't what it used to be. We started a daily walking plan, nothing intense, just a few blocks each day, increasing gradually. Over time, his pace improved, and so did his confidence. That's the part I love most. As people regain their stride, they often regain their spirit. You see, when walking becomes hard, people tend to do less of it. They sit more, move less, and over time, that leads to even more weakness. It becomes a cycle. But it doesn't have to stay that way. Regular walking, even short walks around your home or neighborhood, helps restore muscle tone, improve circulation, and boost brain health. Try this simple reflection. When you walk across the living room or to your mailbox, how does it feel? Do you walk with purpose? Or do you shuffle a bit? Maybe hold onto the wall? Are you out of breath after just a few minutes? If you answered yes to any of those, you're not alone, and you're not stuck. Movement is medicine, and walking is one of the best, most natural ways to treat your aging body with care. Some of my patients like to keep track of their steps. Others prefer to time how long it takes them to walk a familiar path. However you choose to measure it, make it part of your routine. Invite a neighbor. Play music. Let walking become your habit, not your hurdle. Because in truth, how you move through the world says a lot about how long you'll be able to stay in it, actively, independently, joyfully. So if your walking speed has changed, don't ignore it. See it as a sign, a reminder, a gentle nudge from your body that it wants to keep going. And with a little effort each day, it will. Your steps matter, not just where they take you, but how they reveal the path ahead. 4. Your sleeping patterns. Of all the signs of longevity after 70, this one often goes unnoticed until it starts to disappear. I'm talking about sleep. Not just any sleep, but deep, restorative, healing sleep. When we were younger, sleep came easier. A long day, a full belly, a quiet room, and off we went. But with age, something shifts. We wake up more often. We toss and turn. We find ourselves staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering why our mind is still racing. But here's the truth. How well you sleep is one of the clearest indicators of how long and how well you'll live. Quality sleep helps your brain repair itself. It strengthens your immune system. It even lowers your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and memory loss. It's like a nightly tune-up for your entire body. I think of a patient named Marlene. She's 73 and used to be full of energy. But over the past year, she started feeling tired during the day, groggy, forgetful, a little off balance. Nothing dramatic, just off. It turned out she was only sleeping about 4 hours each night, and even that was interrupted. No deep sleep, no dream sleep. Just short stretches that left her drained. We didn't start with pills. We started with rhythm. She began turning off her screens an hour before bed. She drank calming tea. She dimmed the lights. She went to bed and woke up at the same time each day, even on weekends. After a few weeks, her sleep deepened. Her energy returned. Her memory improved. She smiled again. You see, good sleep isn't a luxury. It's essential. If you're waking up tired, struggling to fall asleep, or finding yourself napping all afternoon just to get through the day, it's time to listen to your body. Ask yourself, do you sleep through the night? Do you wake up refreshed? Or do you feel like your nights are restless, your mind always half awake? Poor sleep can be caused by many things: stress, pain, a noisy environment, or certain medications. But no matter the cause, it's worth addressing. Because without proper rest, your body doesn't recover. Your mind doesn't clear out the clutter. Your immune system doesn't reset. The beautiful thing is, we can retrain the body to sleep well again. Step by step, habit by habit, a darker room, a cooler temperature, a calming routine. Even something as simple as getting morning sunlight on your skin can help reset your inner clock. I often tell my patients, sleep is your silent doctor. It heals you when no one else can. So, if sleep has become a struggle, don't accept it as normal. It's not just part of aging, it's a signal, one that's asking for your attention. Among all the signs of longevity after 70, restful sleep may be the one that touches every part of your health. Your memory, your mood, your heart, your strength. Tonight, take notice. How you sleep now could shape how you live in the years to come. 5. Your appetite and eating habits. One of the most subtle but powerful signs of longevity after 70 is your appetite. Not just what you eat, but how much you enjoy eating at all. Over the years, I've heard many older patients say, "I just don't feel hungry anymore," or "I eat less than I used to," and food just doesn't taste the same. While that may seem like a normal part of aging, It often points to something deeper: changes in metabolism, digestion, and even emotional well-being. I remember Mrs. Ellis, a 74-year-old widow who came in for a checkup. She had lost nearly 10 pounds in a few months. "I'm not trying to diet," she told me. "I just don't care about food anymore." Her fridge was mostly empty. She skipped breakfast, snacked on crackers for lunch, and rarely felt like cooking dinner. She was feeling weaker, and her energy had faded. A loss of appetite after 70 can be more than just a lack of interest in food. It can signal reduced nutrient absorption, shrinking muscle mass, and early signs of frailty. And when your body doesn't get the protein, healthy fats, and vitamins it needs, it begins to break down your reserves, including your muscles. That's why eating well is about more than just avoiding hunger. It's about giving your body the building blocks to stay strong, think clearly, and fight off illness. Your meals don't have to be fancy or large, but they do need to be thoughtful. Include a source of protein in every meal, like eggs, chicken, fish, or beans. Add colorful vegetables, whole grains, and a little healthy fat like olive oil, nuts, or avocado. These foods fuel your muscles, support your brain, and help regulate your immune system. Hydration matters too. As we age, the sensation of thirst often fades. So drink water regularly, even if you're not thirsty. It helps with digestion, energy, and mental clarity. If food feels like a chore or your appetite is fading, try changing the environment. Play music during meals. Eat with someone when you can. Use spices to bring flavor back to dishes. Even small things, like eating off a favorite plate or setting a table, can restore the joy of eating. Sometimes, we also need to reconnect with the purpose behind each meal. I tell my patients, food isn't just fuel, it's medicine, it's comfort. It's your body's partner in health. Skipping meals or grazing on processed snacks may feel easier, but it costs your body strength and resilience. So ask yourself, do I look forward to my meals? Am I eating enough protein each day? Have I unintentionally lost weight in the past few months? If the answer to any of those is yes, it's time to take a closer look. Because how and what you eat today will shape how strong, alert, and independent you are tomorrow. Among the signs of longevity after 70, appetite is the one that speaks quietly but clearly. When we nourish our bodies well, we give ourselves a better chance to thrive in the years ahead. So don't wait until you feel unwell to care about your meals. Let food be your daily act of self-respect, one bite at a time, one nourishing choice at a time. 6. Your ability to handle stress. Among the many signs of longevity after 70, this one is often hidden behind a quiet smile or a heavy sigh. It's your ability to handle stress. I've met many older adults who appear calm on the outside, but carry years of worry within. Financial pressure, family tensions, health scares, losses they haven't spoken about in years. Stress may not leave bruises, but it leaves a mark on the body, the mind, and the heart. What many people don't realize is that chronic stress weakens the immune system. It raises blood pressure. It increases inflammation in the body. And over time, it can raise your risk of heart disease, stroke, and even memory loss. Studies now link prolonged stress to conditions like Alzheimer's. The connection is real and serious. But here's the difference I've seen in my patients over the years. Some let stress control them. Others learn to face it with steady hands and a quiet mind. And those who learn to manage their stress, more often than not, live longer and stay healthier. Take Mr. Daniels. He's 78 and recently lost his wife of over 50 years. It hit him hard, as it would anyone. But instead of shutting down, he allowed himself to grieve. He spoke with friends, joined a small group at his church, took up painting, something he hadn't done since high school. "I still get sad," he told me, "but I've learned to breathe through it." And you could see it in his eyes. The heaviness had lifted. You see, stress isn't something we can avoid completely. Life still throws challenges our way, even at 70, 80, or beyond. The key is how we respond. Deep breathing is one of the most powerful tools we have, and it's free. Just a few slow breaths can calm the nervous system and lower cortisol levels. Gentle movement helps too. A short walk, light stretching, or quiet time in nature can ease the tension in both body and mind. Staying connected with others also makes a difference. Loneliness feeds stress, while companionship helps ease it. A phone call, a shared cup of tea, even a friendly chat with a neighbor can restore perspective. Laughter helps more than we think. So does music. So does letting go of what we can't control. So ask yourself, how do you carry stress? In your shoulders? Your stomach? Your thoughts? Do you push it down or give it room to breathe? If stress has taken root in your daily life, don't ignore it. Your body notices 7 when your mind tries to power through, and the longer you carry it, the heavier it becomes. Among the signs of longevity after 70, learning to manage stress might be the most surprising, but it's also one of the most powerful, because when your mind feels safe, your body follows. Let today be a day you take one small step toward peace. A breath, a pause, a quiet choice not to carry what isn't yours to hold. The path to a longer, healthier life doesn't always begin with the body. Sometimes it begins with the heart. 7. Your social connections. One of the strongest and most beautiful signs of longevity after 70 isn't found in a lab test or a fitness tracker. It's found in your relationships with family, with friends, with the people who know your name and your story. Over the years, I've seen it over and over. Those who stay connected, who laugh with friends, share meals, attend gatherings, or even just chat with a neighbor tend to live longer and live better. Their minds stay sharper, their moods stay lighter, their hearts, both emotional and physical, stay stronger. Loneliness, on the other hand, is a quiet danger. It's easy to miss because it doesn't always look like sadness. It can look like routine, like silence at the dinner table, like long days without a phone call. But the impact is serious. Loneliness has been linked to a higher risk of heart disease, depression, memory decline, and early death. And it's more common than most people think. I once worked with a woman named Jeanne. She was 82, lived alone, and had no children nearby. She told me, "I haven't spoken to another person in 5 days except for the grocery clerk." That broke my heart. Her blood pressure was rising. She wasn't sleeping well. Her appetite was fading. We talked about joining a local book club. She hesitated at first, but eventually went. A year later, she was still meeting with that same group every Thursday, laughing more than she had in years. That's the power of connection. It nourishes us in ways medicine can't. It brings meaning, warmth, and a sense of belonging that no pill can replace. Social health is just as important as physical health. It doesn't mean being surrounded by people every hour of the day. It means knowing someone cares. It means having someone to call, to sit with, to share a memory or a meal. If you've pulled away from others, even without meaning to, it's not too late. Reach out to an old friend, invite someone for coffee, attend a local event or service, say yes to the next invitation. Even a simple conversation on the front porch can lift your spirits in ways you didn't expect. I often tell my patients, staying connected is like sunlight for your soul. You don't always notice it working, but it keeps everything alive. Among the signs of longevity after 70, this one touches every part of you. Your mood, your memory, your will to keep going. So take a moment to reflect. Who are your people? Who lifts your spirits? And just as important, who might need to hear from you today? Reach out, stay close, because the relationships you nurture now will walk beside you in the years to come, adding joy, purpose, and time to your life. As we've seen today, the signs of longevity after 70 aren't hidden in complicated tests or secret formulas. They're found in the simple things: your balance, your grip, your steps, your sleep, your meals, your peace of mind, and the people around you. These 7 signs are not just indicators of how long you may live, but how well you're truly living. If one or more of these signs spoke to you today, take that as a gentle nudge, a reminder that your future is still in your hands. Small steps, taken consistently, can make a real difference. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which sign resonated with you most? Are there changes you're ready to make starting today? Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss another conversation like this one. Until next time, take care of yourself with kindness, with courage, and with hope.